How many of you guys already feel the strain of not being seen or heard at work? I mean, I know what it feels like. I was there and I didn't know what to do about it. So, how do you go from ignored to untouchable in 30 days without changing who you are? They tell us to be more outgoing. They tell us to be louder. They tell us to be people we are not. We're introverts, and that's okay. We have the powers. We can do everything and even more than most people can because we overthink things. We think things through. We have these solutions most of the time, right? If you ever watch someone less capable get promoted over you, and I know you have, and you smiled, but inside you thought, what am I doing here? What am I doing wrong? Don't these people know talent? Don't these people know what's going on here? Well, this episode is going to hit good because you are not ignored by accident. You are ignored because of patterns, and patterns can be changed. Welcome to the Chaz podcast. This is a show for introverts who think deeply, do good work, and feel overlooked because, let's face it, the world rewards loud, fast behavior. I help the irresistible introvert understand how their mind works, stop second guessing themselves, and place their quiet authority where it finally gets noticed. Welcome back to the Drew Chaz podcast. I'm Drew Chavez, and today we're talking about how to go from ignored to untouchable in 30 days. You don't think it's possible? It's definitely possible. You just got to get started now. But you don't have to be louder. You don't have to be fake. You don't have to be extroverted. And untouchable, what does that mean? It means when your name comes up, no one questions your value. When decisions are made, you're definitely part of them. And when opportunities open, you're the safe choice. The best thing about this is that you don't have to change who you are to get there. I mean, what do you need? You need to make more money, right? You've been bypassed so many times, and every year, what do you get? That measly 2% raise. Okay, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. We're thankful. But where's that promotion? I mean, you're thinking down the road. Here you are, 30, between 30 and 40, and you see your career is going nowhere because people are not noticing you. Well, you're going to learn how they're going to notice you, and you're going to get started today, and you're going to walk away understanding why being dependable makes you invisible. One thing we've got to learn is how management decides who is safe to elevate, who's with me. That's what the managers think. Who can I depend on to get me to the next level? Well, a 30-day reset that shifts how people talk about you when you're not in the room. And you'll leave with this belief locked in. I'm valuable and I can control how I'm seen. Look, let's get uncomfortable for a second. You're not ignored because you lack talent. You're ignored because your value is just absorbed. You always solve the problems before they explode, and you stabilize the projects, and you prevent those mistakes. And just because nothing breaks, no one sees the rescue. Meanwhile, someone else announces small wins, and of course, they get all the glory, and they're the ones that look most impactful for some reason. Is it right? No, I don't think so. But you can do something about it. Look, you look reliable, and reliable does keep you employed, but untouchable gets you elevated. It gets you noticed. It gets you in a place where you are going to get those promotions and those raises that you've been waiting for all this time. This is the invisible loop that you're stuck in. And this is why you do strong work, you say very little, the system runs smoothly, and no signal is created. But others appear more valuable. You mistake humility for strength. But silence is not strategy. Silence is just an eraser. Yeah, that may sound a little dramatic, but it's really not. It's structural. But if you really, really want to be untouchable, this is what it really means. Untouchable doesn't mean being arrogant. It means when your name is mentioned in a meeting, someone says, "We need them on this." They may be saying behind closed doors, you know what? They always do it. They do a good job. Let's just put them on it. But where's that going to get you? Invisible. But when they say we need them, you reduce risk. That's what it means. You create clarity and you show impact, not effort, but impact. At the end of the day, that's what we want to do. I remember when I was pushing my way in of being untouchable, I didn't realize what I was doing, but this is the way I approached it. I went to my boss and I told him, give me the hardest project you have. Give me the most impactful. What's going to make you the most money? What's going to save you the most money? I'm going to do it. I'm going to take care of it. You got to give me a chance. But you got to go in and let them know that you want it. You want to make an impact because managers promote people who make them feel safe. And safe means predictable results. If your value is not clearly stated, then you're unpredictable, even if you are brilliant. Well, I'm going to give you a little hint into the 30-day reset. In week 1, we're going to stop reporting tasks. Never send anything that says, well, I finished the project. Instead, you're going to say, this update reduces turnaround time and removes the bottleneck from last quarter. You have to state the outcome every time. In week 2, you're going to create one controlled visibility moment per meeting. You're not going to give a long speech, just one sentence that's clear, calm, and direct. Not going to have any kind of soft endings, no upward tone, just a straightforward sentence that tells the impact that you're going to make. In week 3, we talk about signal risk reduction. And you're going to say, I already tested this against last quarter's issue, and it prevents that from happening again. Managers love prevention. And in week 4, got to make those wins traceable and send a weekly summary. You're probably taking those notes anyway, right? Make it short, clear, and outcome based. Listen, if your name is spoken positively when you're not in the room, then you're really becoming untouchable. I'm going to give you a quick win challenge. Today, take your last completed task and rewrite the message. Take this completed task and rewrite it in a way that tells what changed, why it matters, and what problem it prevents. And the next time you send that version, that's step 1. Look, I'm living proof that this can happen. I was nobody. I was not seen. I was not heard. I was always put to the wayside, but I got all the work done. I was making things happen, but nobody noticed until I made a conscious effort to go and do something about it because I need those raises just like you do. Not making money doesn't work, does it? Live paycheck to paycheck and you can't sleep at night sometimes because of your anxiety. Let's change that. Let's change it so that you can get those promotions, you get noticed more, and you just keep moving up. You'll see, but you got to take that first step and believe in yourself without changing who you are. So this is what we learn. Number 1 is intelligence without signaling is invisible. Silence trains people to overlook you. Number 2 is that promotions follow risk reduction. Simple as that. You make an impact, you're going to start getting noticed and getting those promotions. Number 3 is that untouchable is about trust. It's not about personality. It's not about changing who you are, being louder, all that mess. You be who you are, and you can still make that impact and still get noticed and seen. By now, what you should be feeling is focused, not emotional, not hyped up, just focused, because this is not about becoming louder. It's about becoming strategic. And listen, you're not behind. There's still plenty of time. But if you wait too long, there won't be any time, right? All you are is mispositioned, and that's very fixable. We can do this together. If this episode felt uncomfortably accurate, or if you're realizing that you've been reliable but not respected, then you have some steps to take. First, if you want the full system, the step by step shift from invisible to acknowledged to paid, that's inside my course that's coming up. And you're going to be hearing more and more about it. You're going to love this because it's a step by step way of showing you how to get those promotions and how to get seen by your management. This course breaks everything we just talked about down into simple lessons. There's no fluff, no theory, just positioning, signaling, and leverage. And also, your second step, if you're not sure where you're getting stuck, then take my quiet introvert power quiz. It's at drewchaz.com. It shows you exactly which pattern is keeping you invisible. It's not generic personality stuff. It's going to tell you your real authority pattern. Again, at drewchaz.com. Take my free quiz. I'm going to put both links in the show notes, so just go there and you can find them. But listen, it'll be your first step to heading toward that freedom that you've been feeling, that you just want to get out because your anxiety is over the top, just because you're wondering how your future lies with your family, with your finances. You want to be able to live comfortably. You want to be able to live, basically, period. Just pick your mood. You can either stay ignored or start shifting. Listen, if this episode helped you see yourself more clearly, please follow or subscribe to the Drew Chaz podcast. Leaving a review helps other introverts find my show, and sharing this episode helps someone else feel less alone in their thinking. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. And remember, you be you.